Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is Connor here. You're probably all a little bit surprised, or you might not have caught the live stream earlier on. YouTube has decided to block my video earlier on. Don't know why. We weren't talking about anything that controversial, but yes, YouTube has done a YouTubey thing. So I was on stream for an hour and 11 minutes, getting some great content from you guys as well in terms of questions and topics and stuff. And I'm gutted that hasn't gone live, but it is the YouTube world. I don't know what happens sometimes. So here we are. We're fresh. We're back with the preview. It's going to be a little bit more concise this time. I'm going to go through the Brentford game. If you want to get a real tactical insight on everything that I think is going to be going on with Brentford and how Jesse Marsch is going to be able to tactically go up against that, please check out my Patreon in the description below, because there will be a tactical perspective there, which is live on the Patreon account now. We have a series which I think is going to be coming to Patreon next week. It's going to be exclusively on Patreon. So yeah, guys, if you found some bonus content, please check that out as well. BetMate, the last time, hopefully, just this season, hopefully in the Premier League, we will extend. But it was a relegation daily fantasy football sort of game on coming out now. The link will be in the description below. I really would get involved in this one, guys. It's a £500 minimum cash payout. It's free to download the app. Definitely enter. It's definitely worth it, and it's a bit of fun as well. We have a good little community in there. It's going to be on the full screen. It's going to be on their home screen. So download the app on the home screen straight away. Relegation decider. Enter the pot, and then you just pick your fantasy team. Well worth it. So Brentford, going to be a tough one. I'm a little bit annoyed about all this sort of rhetoric of Leeds not being up for it and Leeds sort of not being galvanised for this one. Ivan Toney said what he said. We've had stuff with Thomas Frank before. That should be the pillar of this game. There needs to be motivation. There needs to be added incentive for these Leeds United players to win this game. Listen, it's not in our hands anymore. Burnley beat Newcastle. It is completely irrelevant what Leeds United do in this one. So we've got to stick to our own task. We know that. We've just got to try our very best, and that's all you can ask of the players in terms of tactical formation. I think it's going to be something we've seen before. I would like to see Pascal Strout maybe at left back, because I think otherwise Thomas Frank is going to target that left back side for Leeds United in Junior Firpo, because Thomas Frank is a pragmatic coach who likes to target areas where other teams are weak. So I think that's going to happen, and what they'll do is they'll overload that area with height and look for flick-ons and knock-ons to the expense of Junior Firpo. So I think I'd keep him out for this one. I like Pascal at left back as well. And I think you play Pascal in this setup, and what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot more height. You get a lot more height with Brentford. It's going to be better because in the box, they've got the likes of Janssen, Arya, Tony, Christian Norgard, and they play on set pieces. Their set pieces is so focused in on. Brentford set pieces is so focused in on. It's what Matthew Benham, the owner of Brentford, has done with Midtjylland as well. There is a data and analysis set up purely on set pieces. So this is something Leeds are going to have to counteract. But it's a huge game. Burnley, obviously, getting a point last night. Good point for them. They'll be happy with that. Now the onus is on Leeds United. Everton are out of it. They're safe. But what is going to happen with Leeds? That is the next question. I don't think we'll win this one. I don't think we'll pick up a point in this one. So hopefully I'm wrong, but I just can't see it. I really can't. I think Brentford are too good. I think Christian Eriksen's in a rich vein of form. 5 assists and a goal in 10 appearances. That's literally more than probably 95% of our team throughout the entire season in terms of assists. It's more than Click. Click's got 2 assists this season. It's obviously more than Forshaw. Phillips, when we're looking at the midfield sort of trio there, it is, these are numbers that our players can't even put up in a full season. So the quality and caliber is on their side. Ivan Toney's been fantastic this season for them. They've adapted the game plan. They used to be a very possession-based side, did Brentford, in the Championship, but now they're a lot more direct. They play off the front man, which is something that Leeds are trying to do, but obviously we can't do it without the front man, Patrick Bamford. Ivan Toney is a real problem, and his chemistry with Brian and Buemo, the big man and the little man combination with Christian Eriksen just in behind, is a huge problem. So on the best day that Leeds can have, I think we could get a point. On the best day we can have, but it depends on the mentality of this side. How fragile this lot can be is a real problem, because if they go 1-0 down, they're going to have to fight back. They're going to have to get back into it, and do this side have the minerals to be able to react to that? As I've said, guys, I am doing this before Jesse Marsch's press conference because I don't think anything's going to come out of it. Yesterday, he was discussing Patrick Bamford maybe being fit for it. He doesn't know yet. He thinks it's too early to understand, even though it's Thursday and we're talking about a Sunday game. So Who knows? And if Bamford's back, it doesn't seem from what Jesse Marsch is saying that Bamford's going to be playing a massive part in this game, and it is asking a lot of him to come back in and to get Leeds back in it. And this is the shortage of the season, isn't it? It's the shocking recruitment, shocking plan, shocking board, goals, the plans, everything out of the window. You know, the previous manager, Marcelo Bielsa, he's at massive fault. Jesse Marsch is definitely at fault as well on the board. Are so culpable, it's ridiculous. They're obviously the top tier of problems this season. But it's bad. It's bad, isn't it, when it comes to the mismanagement of this season, when Leeds were in such an incredible position in terms of club structure, in terms of how we looked last season, in terms of Rafinha wanting to sign a long-term deal, Calvin wanting to sign a long-term deal. And I do believe this is going to be the swan song for both of them. And I get it. I even if we stay in the Premier League, they're better players than Leeds United. They're better. Calvin Phillips is better than Leeds United, and I will hold nothing against him if he leaves Leeds United, because you know, with this structure that we have in place at the minute, I do not trust them, and I fully believe that this season there will be a replicate next season. They might learn a little bit, but with how naive and arrogant they are, I would fully expect something again, where Leeds are going into the season unprepared. That's what I would fully expect. So yeah. It's not a good scenario. It's really not. And Leeds could be relegated, obviously. In my head, they are relegated. Anything else is a bonus, really. But please let me know what you think. Make sure you check out the BetMate app. And Patreon, we've got a tactical perspective. As I said to you guys, there's going to be some more detailed stuff going on. As I said, I've done an hour and 10 preview live stream, but for some reason, YouTube have taken it down. They've not even enabled me to appeal it. So it's very frustrating. But it's going to be a tough game for Leeds. I think with or without Patrick Bamford, it's going to be a tough one. The best we can hope for, in my opinion, is a point. But, you know, we could just concede so many chances every single game. Even when we get points and 3 points, we concede so many chances that I just can't see a player of Christian Eriksen's quality not being able to profit more than once when it comes to this Leeds side. And do we have the quality and caliber to be able to respond? Do we have the mentality to be able to respond as well? So, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, as always.